Hi there, good morning. I'm not gonna show up on camera today because I didn't do my makeup, but I'm gonna try and do 3 readings. The first one is gonna be for the whole year because I haven't done a yearly tarot reading yet, and we'll see how that goes. The second one is gonna be a personal reading for me to see how my month is gonna go, and then the last one is going to be a my mom got me this new deck, so I'm gonna pull it. I don't know how we're gonna analyze it, but we're gonna pull it and we'll see what it means, how it does. All right, new year. So we're gonna go ahead and do a full shuffle. All right. Do a nice inversion there. I did intend to do this a lot sooner. My plan was to get myself all prettied up one of the days when I was going to go visit a friend, but kind of all those fell through. So I never ended up getting pretty enough that I wanted to show up on camera. So I kept putting off these tarot readings. Today I was doing voice training, and it just, it felt like a good day to actually do a video and do the whole thing in this voice. So in the comments, feel free to critique how well my voice training is going. I recognize that I'm not necessarily passing. I don't have to pass, but it would be nice. So I'm trying to go for like a brighter sound plus the higher pitch and a little bit of the resonance, but doing all those at the same time, we'll see how it goes. Anyway, I think we're almost ready. I think I'm gonna do one last shuffle. There we go. And there we go. There's our deck. We'll put that over yonder. And it's almost time for the most important part, right? Here's the flip. What we have now is the Page of Pentacles. I don't know which one's face up, but hopefully we can get that to there we go. Page of Pentacles. All right, I'm going to take a little moment here, rearrange my recording stuff, and when we're back, we will see what this one means. Okay, I've tried to kind of upgrade my ability on this app, so you can see I learned how to crop, hopefully. I hope that's showing as it's intended to. It is an upright card, so we've got manifestation, financial opportunity, and skill development. That's a good sounding one. The description of the card: the Page of Pentacles describes a young man standing in a grassy field of blooming flowers. In the distance behind him is a small patch of trees and a newly plowed field, promising an abundant harvest. The mountain range in the horizon signifies the upcoming challenges and obstacles the page must surmount along his journey. The page holds a gold coin in his hand and examines it carefully as if to discover how to manifest even more gold and abundance. Love that. Love that. So let's see, we got to scroll over some stuff and let's get to the actual reading. A little too, let's see if we can make that just a little bit. All right, and then let's take a little break. Okay, I moved some stuff around to be a little more legible. The Page of Pentacles upright. The Page of Pentacles, like the pages of all 4 tarot suits, brings a welcome message of new beginnings, awesome for the new year, inspiration, and the initial stages of a creative project or venture. Since pentacles rule the material realm and correspond to the element of earth, this page symbolizes a burgeoning awareness of the value of money. That's hilarious. I've been thinking about money a lot so far this year already. And I'm hoping this is the year that I finally, build some savings. We'll see how that goes. You welcome new opportunities to your material life. A new job, love it. A new business, still love it. Or a financial windfall. That makes ones make me nervous. A lot of financial windfalls have terrifying things attached to them, but whatever. And wish to discover how to turn your dreams into reality. When the Page of Pentacles appears in a tarot reading, you are tapping into your ability to manifest a personal dream or goal, and maybe in the midst of a new project such as hobby, I have been painting a lot, business venture, or the start of a new educational experience. You're excited about the possibilities and potential of what you put your mind to, knowing you can create whatever you want with focused intention and action. That said, this page does not specify the fulfillment of dreams as much as the initial motivation and energy to begin the process of turning those dreams to reality. That fits. I don't know that this is going to be a successful year, but I want it to be a year where I start. So I like it. I like that. You need to put in place clear plans, love it, for achieving your dreams and goals. Stay focused on the practical and tangible elements, keeping your feet planted on the ground and not getting carried away. Always looking for the next realistic and achievable step forward. Your common sense and a pragmatic approach will lead you to a solution that works. In the quest to materialize his dreams, the Page of Pentacles is an avid student and seeks to learn the skills that will ensure his success in the long term. The Page of Pentacles often appears when you're ready to up-level your skills and learn something new so you can manifest your dreams. That's an interesting read. I wonder what I'm supposed to learn. See this card as an invitation to take a class. I am starting Aikido, for what that's worth. Continue your education or start an apprenticeship. Apprenticeship. Even if you're already prosperous in your current field, the Page of Pentacles encourages you to try something new and discover another aspect of yourself. The more skills you bring to your portfolio, the more goals and dreams you can achieve. The Page of Pentacles may show that you're considering a new business or entrepreneurial venture, or you're in the initial stages of setting up the company to be financially successful and abundant in the long term. You might be new to this, but you have the enthusiasm, commitment, and devotedness to see the project through. I kind of like that reading. So let's do a quick little break, and when we come back, I'll pull the next card. All right, we are back. So let's go ahead and just move this one over here, and let's get a new card. New card for me in January is the Upside Down Queen of Cups. Really pretty picture there. So let's go ahead and see what this one means. Okay, we're back. We're here at the Queen of Cups. Thanks again for Biddy Tarot. I love being able to use your site to get my stuff. We got the inverted Rider Tarot over here. So let's see. We got inner feelings, self-care, self-love, and codependency. Well, that's pretty much me right there. So let's go ahead and read the description. The Queen of Cups is a beautiful, introspective woman who sits on a throne at the edge of the sea. In her hands, she holds a golden cup adorned with handles shaped like angels. Kind of looks like a robot. Unlike most cups in the suit of cups, the cup is closed, showing that the Queen's thoughts and feelings come from her subconscious mind and the depths of her soul. She sits upon a stone throne decorated with sea nymphs, fish, and scallop shells. The sea and fish are symbols of the unconscious mind, and water represents emotion, spirit, and perception. A cloudless, bright blue sky and placid water of the sea surround her. Her feet do not touch the water. They rest on colorful pebbles on the shore. It is as if she is connected to her emotions, as represented by the water, but not overwhelmed by them. All right, scroll past upright into the reversed land. When the reversed Queen of Cups shows up in a tarot reading, you need to draw your attention inwards and focus on your emotional well-being. Okay, deal. You're great at taking care of others, but now it's time to take care of you. This card suggests that you're emotionally drained because you've been so busy supporting others but not yourself. I don't know about that. You may need to set firm boundaries with your loved ones so that they know you love them but will not take on their emotional baggage. You can hold space for them, but ultimately they are responsible for their feelings and life experience, and they need to go on their own journey to learn how to cope. The reversed Queen of Cups could mean you're wrapped up in other people's emotional responses and have created a codependent relationship that is not healthy for either party. I am the living soul of codependency, so that's 100% a hit on me. I've been trying this year already to do stuff on my own that doesn't require people, and that's been tricky. It's been kind of, maybe that's part of the page and doing my best to get started on something, but not necessarily being there. You may be giving too much of yourself away, receiving little in return, feels, or you may be inadvertently fostering dependency so you feel needed. That's an interesting one. Examine your relationships and see where you can create a healthy detachment. Where can you still give emotional support, but not to the detriment of one another? All right, let's talk. I'm going to I'm going to switch videos for a second. So let's talk a little bit about what's happening in the world right now. Right now, ICE is terrorizing Minnesota. I'm not worried about myself yet. I think that will come. But right now, I'm really worried about my wife. Obviously, as she is a green card immigrant here on a permanent residency, I could totally ship her off. If she does get shipped off, who knows to where. And obviously, she could just disappear. And that would be the worst. So I've been thinking a lot lately about sending her back to Japan. If I do, I don't know that she'll be able to come back. But the question then is whether it's better for her to be here or, and like making my life better, or if it's better to protect her and send her back where she'll be safe. And I don't know the answer. I've been dealing with it. I've been thinking about it a lot. But anyway, let's go back. Let's go back to our others. So pull up that again and the card again. Go with that browser and you need to be above that. There you go. Everything's perfect again. Okay. Where can you still give emotional support but not to the detriment of one another? The Queen of Cups reversed is often a sign that your intuition is on overdrive right now, but to hear it, you need to give yourself the time and the space to listen. It doesn't matter how busy you think you are. See this as a sign to reconnect with your intuition and tune into your inner voice. I have been working really hard and doing a lot of journaling this year. I'm trying to be more mindful, so I really appreciate that that's reflected. At times, the reverse Queen of Cups is a warning that you're letting your heart rule over your head, and your emotions may overwhelm you. If this resonates, ground yourself, express your feelings privately or with a trusted therapist, thank you, and then work through why they bubbled up this way. Be careful not to let your emotions overtake your life in such a way that you worry you are losing control and perspective. Take some quiet time for yourself and meditate or write in your journal. Find a peaceful space to center and calm your soul. Listen carefully to your intuition and your inner voice. On the flip side, the Queen of Cups reverse suggests that you may be out of touch with your emotions or forced to restrict or hold them down deep inside. as a trans girl feels. If you do not address these emotional issues, they will reach a boiling point. Work. Your stress levels may increase and your ability to cope with everyday problems could suffer. I believe that. The reversed Queen of Cups invites you to explore your innermost feelings and emotions to understand what makes you tick. Spend some time alone with just your tarot cards, your journal, and your pen. Connect in with your feelings. How are you feeling? How are you really feeling? It doesn't matter whether you're experiencing positive or negative emotions. You are being called to listen to your true feelings and honor them in the process. Whew, that's a lot. I think that sounds like a goal. Listen to your true feelings and honor them in the process. I really like that. I think that's the theme of the video this time. I'm gonna work on that. All right, we got one more card to pull, so I'm gonna go. Okay, here we have the Yokai Oracle deck. It was a Christmas present from my mom. The creator is Teresa Matsuura. I introduced Mom to her podcast, and Mom has become a valiant supporter to the point where Teresa knows who she is. Obviously, she doesn't know who I am because I was never a supporter. But I introduced a supporter, and that counts for something, right? The deck, I don't really get it yet. This is like an example. Some of them are like spirits and stuff. And I know there is a guidebook of how to read it, which is here, right? Comes with the deck. I don't plan to learn while we're talking, so let's go ahead and move Amuro-san. Thank you, Amuro-san. So that deck is out of the way. And let's start shuffling these up. These are brand new. This is the first shuffle on them. We're going to do 7 shuffles with 3 inverts. So there's my first invert and my second shuffle. They're still kind of sticky. I'm worried they're not going to last very long, but still, it's fun. This is the third one. And let's do a long inversion. That was the 4th shuffle. Fifth shuffle. We'll do a shortened version here. We got 2 more shuffles left. I already damaged one of the cards. Oh well. It's what they're here for, right? I want to say at least a couple of the cards came pre-marked. They had damage on them from the printer, which is unfortunate. But as long as I don't try to memorize what they all are, everything should be fine. Alright, so our monster is Kitsune Foxers. Alright, let's see if I can make that a little bigger. I'll be right back. Okay, and we are back. Kitsune Foxes. Upright. Cleverness, foresight, and adaptability. First off, foxes are awesome. I think this one probably has 9 tails. What? I have no idea what number this is. Oh, they are. They're alphabetical. Cool. That makes it a little easier. Okay. Chie wa chikara ni masaru. Wisdom surpasses strength. As a girl who's getting weaker every day, I appreciate that. Kitsune are among the most iconic yokai in Japan. They are seen in several different lights as sacred white foxes, right here, serving as messengers of the god Inari, as mischief makers that transform into kimono-clad women. I love fox girls. What did the fox say? In any form, they are both revered and feared, and rightly so. One thing you can learn from the kitsune is the value and importance of using wit and intelligence to outmaneuver even your strongest foes. The proverb, "Wisdom surpasses strength," highlights the power of intellect and intuition over brute force. This kitsune card teaches you that when you encounter a particularly strong adversary or challenge, it might be best to approach it with careful thought and preparation instead of noise and bluster. By reading the situation and acting wisely, you can overcome even great obstacles. So, the question is, how can you use cleverness, planning, and ingenuity to triumph over an overwhelming obstacle? Alright, so kind of similar to the read we had before, in that they're both kind of about thinking deeply about things and then adapting to problems, right? Whether that's, codependency is a problem or business and I like that. I think these three together, they did a pretty good job. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up for the day. Okay. Thank you very much for coming and listening. I hope my voice was okay. I'm interested to see how it sounds on a good recording rig. I've got a proper microphone here, even if it's not the best, and I couldn't replace it because I wasted my money elsewhere. But we're not talking about that today. Thank you very much for coming and listening. Our cards today were insightful. I hope you got that. Figure out how you're really feeling. I think that's the message. That's what I'm going to take from this. I'm going to write in my journal. I'm going to sit and I'm going to think hard on that. What are my true feelings about all this stuff? All right. Thank you very much, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.